Former independent candidate of Singjamei Assembly constituency, Gurumayum Molecule, absconding after reportedly killing his nephew. Primary Health Center of Rilram Center in Technopole district remains non-functional, depriving health benefits to many villages. All Manipur Music Association asked why diploma certificates of GN Manipur Dance Academy and Government Dance College are treated differently for admission and recruitment. Manipur reports 270 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and one death case in the last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 233. And India's COVID-19 tally crosses 90.50 lakhs with over 46,000 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 93%. Kurumjari, good evening. You are watching Saturday Primetime English Bulletin on Impact News. And I'm Victoria RAJKUMARI with you. Before we begin, Impact News would like to make an appeal to all our viewers that to stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your face masks properly and maintain a safe distance while stepping outside from your homes or workplaces. Remember, these 3 simple precautions are all that it takes to defeat the pandemic. Now to top stories. In the bizarre news, a former independent candidate of Singjamei Assembly constituency during 1984, 1990, 1995 elections, Gurumayum Molecule has killed his nephew, Gurumayum RAJKUMARI, and is absconding. The incident occurred at Gurumayum Kolup in Chingamathak, Ngakrabam Leirak at around 10 today. Molecule shot his nephew, RAJKUMARI, in his right arm. The bullet pierced through his heart all the way to the lower left side of his abdomen. He was rushed to Raj Medicity but succumbed to his injuries. Speaking to media, RAJKUMARI's sisters G. Surnalata said that his uncle G. Molecule had threatened his brother and deliberately hit him by a car on earlier occasions. She mentioned that Singjamei police station had filed an FIR against the incident and the case is undergoing in the court. She condemned the brutal murder of his brother and urged the authorities concerned to award befitting punishment to the accused today itself. A JC has been formed against the incident. Irate locals have blocked Chingamathak Ngakrabam Leirak demanding to book accused Molecule at the earliest. They refuse to claim the body until their demand is fulfilled. Singjamei police station has registered a case against the incident and hunt is on to arrest Molecule. It may be mentioned that G. Molecule is infamous for his fraud announcement to award huge cash prize to the highest goal scorer of the Manipuri team who participated in the Under-17 Football World Cup.
Aigi ipanupa ko Gurumayum RAJKUMARI laikhidre ngasi Raj Medicity da magi asiba haksang do rims ki mok da puthare ado khoi sida JC ma su seme mihat pa se puthorak tri phaw bone magi mathong mangam pangthokiroi asiba haksang su lokhiroi haina akoina warep se lepsare athuba matam da maya su mating pangbiu haibadi loga mari leina ba police ki haidi mabu puthokna ba da maya mating pangbiraga yam thuna pharaga magi ahakpa sara to adu pibina ba ai mayam da ai haijari aigi ipanupa
Primary Health Center of Rilram Center in Technopole district remains non-functional, depriving health benefits to villages. Established in 2015, the PAC that should be running 24/7 remained shut down in the absence of doctors. New building of the center is falling apart even before inaugural owing to low quality. A journalist team has inspected the condition of the PAC, which is located around 100 kilometers away from the Imphal city. The team found the PAC and its staff quarter in a deplorable condition. Doors and windows of the building are broken. The health center is in ruins and looks abandoned. Villagers around Rilram Center said that they were thrilled when it was announced that the PAC will be opened every day. However, their happiness was short-lived as the 5 assigned doctors of the PAC failed to take on responsibilities, blaming the deplorable road leading to the center. The villagers said relevant authorities and doctors visited the center after a team of journalists, including Impact News, covered the news and on the onset of COVID-19 outbreak in Manipur. But they have stopped coming to duty since then. Villagers in the Indo-Myanmar border highlighted their plights in times of medical emergencies and child deliveries.
Primary health center hairishi siri doctor budi government appoint tawrga thamgrabni adu sahi ama ani gi manung sida origa su akhoina masak u si phok phangdre laksu lakpidre akhoi anaba su makhoi lakpidabni na akhoi su anaba du madu da akhoi treatment ngasi paw tawdri aduna akhoi chalaga infan gumda natraga thoban natraga kakching adu ai chalaga akhoi si treatment to tho
Pwede ayamba kundagi poraga sige tichat dari palen gumba infan gumba kaksing gumba dum thoban gumba tichat ya
akoina hakum su media ko rak pagan ko moi prapru la media matung inara chakre tari ba mafam aduda health
All Manipur Music Association seeks clarification while diploma certificate holders of JN Manipur Dance Academy and Government Dance College are being denied admission to MA courses in the university when the same diploma certificates were made equivalent to graduation degree during recruitment of teachers for the same university. All Manipur Music Association, Kanglai Indigenous Martial Arts and Cultural Society, Government Dance College Students Union and JN Dance College Students Union held a press meet in this regard at Government Dance College today. Speaking to media, Secretary of All Manipur Music Association, A. Ravindra, said that the notification issued by the Deputy Registrar of the University regarding admission to MA Dance and Music in the Manipur University of Culture is against the UGC guidelines. He said that as per UGC guidelines, there is no age limit for pursuing performing arts and 3 to 6 years diploma degrees are graduate equivalent. He said that other universities of India follow the norms. Speaking to media, KMEX Arts and Culture Secretary L. Sanjit said that they condemned the students of the Manipur University of Culture for agitating against the Academic Council meeting held yesterday to discuss the matter. He appealed to the Academic Council to consider the demands of the 4 organizations.
Graduation amaga music ta diploma hojik bisrat pu oro bit pu oro adegi prabhakar gana leiriba mayam je ama loiraga di MA tamba jaye na hoji akhoi mangda sida leiba document jing de panduna leire khaira ga university da ju yare Delhi university gi yare asok liraba diagi maming chalaba or university mayam da yaraga ngarang ta akhoi gi sida da akhoi lamdam ji gi kano tawna na hogalak pajde da ya di haiba jidi masi university je maning halakna bagi
MUC da huji oza oiriba jingja UGC gi criteria na amadi UGC gi ayaba yauraga changhiba oza sing ngaktraba sidai oza oiriba singse hana PhD adu phangai singse karai dagi moi PhD logi ga kanda sigumba dance college amadi dance academy gi diploma isharat certificate paiba singsina moi MA tamjaraga adu MA adu gi field da MA tamjaraga PhD ka gi tawjar kanda lakhiba pot ngaktaneba.
Dhanamanjay University will organize a college-wise open counselling at the constituent colleges of DM University, DM College of Science, DM College of Arts and GP Women's College to fill the remaining vacant seats for admission to BSc and BA for academy session 2020 to 21. Counselling session will be held on November 24th and 25th from 10:30 a.m. till 3:30 p.m. Former Art and Culture Minister Keshamthong MLA Langpok Lakpam JayantaKumar has said that art and culture play a major role in promoting tourism. He was speaking at the release of a sustainable planning of tourism industry in the northeast India. A book written by former Chief Town Planner of Manipur, H. Dilip Kumar, Manipur State Pensioners Union organized the event at the Pensioners Office opposite to Manipur College. Speaking on occasion, MLA RAJKUMARI asserted that promoting tourism will boost the state's economy. He termed the government's initiative to build eco-tourism parks in all 60 assembly segments as sustainable planning. Yanglam MLA Dr. Y. Radhesham was present on the occasion.
Financial resource, machine constraint yang nak doa masih lagi siap tahu doa, orang siap target itu yang jauh bukan yang jauh bukan resource pun dalam dia mungkin dia nak itu mah, hari dah yang menjual ini government mana government itu orang, government nak pun Manipur gumba, isu mana gaya itu Manipur baru ini nak isti, macam like especially reference to our state, macam dah local body masih dah. Kau nak pelai juga bukan melas juga kau mang deki lah, kau nak cakap sama sama dah berarti option kau dah ni, cuma tu kau dah ni masih mangam sana masih kau nak tahu pangkau ke hal dah jadi masih cuma lagi government pilih juga some handful of developers, some handful of ministers, itu semua tu kau ni nak buat apa? Masih ni masih ni important sekali nak pelak social ni masih pelak yang ni mereka
All Manipur Hill District Contract Basis Teachers Association urged the state government not to recruit 923 new graduate teachers before regularization of the current batch. Press release from the association warns intense agitation if their demands were not fulfilled. Education Minister S. Rajan inspected the ongoing renovation of government schools under School Fagat Hansi mission in Kurai, Kundrakpam and Lamlai constituencies of Imphal East District today. Speaking to media, the minister assured that these schools will be completed by December. Top officials of the Education Department accompanied the minister. They first inspected the new building of Kurai Popular High School, followed by schools in Kundrakpam and Lamlai constituencies. Minister S. Rajan expressed satisfaction with the new building of Kundrakpam Primary School. Teachers of Biramangol College, Sawongbung, accorded a warm welcome to the minister on his visit to the college. The minister appealed to the teachers and relevant officials to strive towards enhancing education sector of the state. He also assured to improve the infrastructure of the college. Minister Rajan, who also holds a fishery portfolio, visited the government fish farm at Laimakong Mapal, Imphal East to mark World Fisheries Day. He advised the district fisheries officer P. Romi to start mass productions of fishes.
National Education Policy 2020 dari koi mayama yauri, adu gumba mayam singa dusoi koi 2021 langsung 22 dari completing National Education Policy dari yauri bamacak singdo. Tiba ngamdana bagi dalam tak ikut kena. Honorary National Education Policy ki ayamna chairman logo tak kos sama suri ko siamaga. Tak kos ki ngarang dari asron meeting tu ure. Ani suara lagi sub committee amaga siamaga anda yang atu benda City Convention da National Education Policy ki awareness sama ikut tahun nana ikut cinjarani. National Education Policy si fazana implement taunana bahana bada like voluntary organization si local body si amadung elected members si MLA puna ba ekoi punna bata minaraga ekoi punna cooperation biraga anda ekoi fazana bangko pangani haibu thajab dulai National Education Policy.
Northeast Forum for International Solidarity, NEFIS, has criticized a recent announcement by Education Minister S. Rajan about introducing Sanskrit in selected schools and colleges of Manipur. Press release from NEFIS says it is not a great initiative to add Sanskrit amid inadequacies in the education sector of the state, including promotion of state's mother tongue. It said that the initiative can be seen as an attempt by the RSS BJP government to impose a single identity on various people of India. It further says NEFIS has been at the forefront of the movement against National Education Policy 2020 and will continue to strengthen its struggle against retrograde measures being promoted by the central and state governments. Due to apparent lack of communication between the PHED and Water Resources Department, Kanchipur Water Supply Scheme is unable to provide water to residents. Impact News reporter Khetrimim Premchand brings you a special report.
Kanchipur Water Supply Scheme used to provide sufficient water for some residents of Langtawal AC, Thongju AC, Singzamai AC and Nauria Pakhanglakpa AC. But for the past 20 days, residents in these constituencies are not getting water.
Mamangda singju taboi tadoi tore ado handaki khara phagat kedra na semi ba kholi ba sangagi bai pau su leire ado hoji singju singji tabagi miyeng ke ga amta changbi dra ba khangde government na ju ado water supply lei bai chinau sing su ya ga di koi singji khidang thuna thabi na ba hona biu aduga sing swai da chele bai sing gari mayam ji dagi sing lei na hona da koi awa ba ngore
toti ising lak tabase yang kuire aduna ising je phangdabani na khoi di wabana sidore ising bu leigadra dai kanu bu leigadra aduna kari kamai tai no khangdi ising su tha thabi rakti kari no khangde.
Discontent residents have complained that the two SOs at Kanchipur Water Supply Scheme are not performing their duties. Impact News went to the scheme to meet the two SOs, but both were not present at the site.
Scheme sigi jaga le praja moina aigi mota hajo agadi masi department gi asoiba khara leibra haina ai isada singa phauje maruina jaga asida council eso ani lei amana akogi sigi thadok thajin amana akogi pipe sigi akogi maintenance akai toi gi yengjana boina lei haiba koina tajai lilonggi akogi intake asigi motor asi standby leiti haiba tajai adubo asuk chawgraba imphal gi tegi khaidaraga leiba scheme masida standby motor leitana no mata sang da yadraba pajada ising darkar obesi karamai tawduna pitakadru se asi gakta bangamdi.
An operator at Kanchipur Water Supply Scheme said they were unable to supply water owing to low level of river and unblockage of dam by the Water Resources Department.
Se koi huji je koi na thaba ngamdri je koi ga toren ji sing ji am pithagiba section ji koi gi chawba ni na koi inchi nipan gi section loi bani na se koi yam pik na apik fa khatam lak yam pik na aduna koi sing ji koi ta koi septic tank lei si da koi than mangam da ba aduna matang khara chang ba du thalakan da nga chi da ge mu koi sing ji ga jara ga hayeng de ge thaba hujja do dam ji thingbira di fajana dum chalai biya ga da adu di akoi department da koi na office da haija bane koi di akoi di office da dam thingbiyo na haija ba.
As dry season approaches, need arises for proper communication between Public Health Engineering Department and Water Resources Department regarding blocking and unblocking of dams.
Kang ta yorok kadore hairibe yorok pas yorok labas da akoi turien gi ising logodor ba ising gi imayasi toini yengjel bidra mari lena ba IFCD ga iroina na yengjel biraga release jal lakri bokda ising ase project tawna ba IFCD ga tana mina duna karam mong di ising ase release jal yo bokdi ising pi ya ga ga bisi higher authority singa pau phongna da ba gi mong da haiba thong si sataba mali council eso sing asina no mo isang da ising asi asapot amagumna sar ga sujaba sar da suyaba haibi mong da yamna laina kimasi salaibra haibaje akoi praja singi thamoi da phauje haiba.
With obvious sufferings by many residents due to non-supply of water, it is high time to ensure proper communication between the Public Health Engineering Department and Water Resources Department. For Impact News, this is Khetrimim Premchand, Kanchipur Water Supply Scheme, Imphal. Kanchipur
PWD notifies that the road and culvert in front of Bir Tikendrajit International Airport leading to Kongjing, Laikai and Ningombam will be closed for a few days for maintenance purpose. Manipur reported 270 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and one death case in the last 24 hours. As per State Health Department Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 23,018 and active cases are 2,972. It is to be noted that Manipur has the second highest active cases of COVID-19 in the northeast states. In the last 24 hours, a 70-year-old coronavirus man passed away from Imphal West at RAJKUMARI city. With this, death toll has reached 233. On the positive note, 193 COVID-19 patients were discharged after recovery in the past 24 hours, and recovered cases have reached 19,890 and 13. State recovery rate stands at 86.07%. Out of the newly infected persons, 229 including are from general population and 41 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. 25 out of the general population were detected during targeted testing in Wangoi and Wangjing Tentha Assembly constituencies. Infected persons from the general populations are all locals without any significant travel history. Newly infected persons are being shifted to COVID care facilities and necessary measures are underway. Sero surveillance test for Wangjing Tentha Assembly constituency of Thoubal district started today. Altogether, 73 persons of the constituency were tested at the camp held at Wangjing Laikon Community Hall, out of which 8 individuals tested positive for COVID-19. While for Lilong constituency, altogether 32 individuals were tested, out of which 15 were confirmed positive for COVID-19. Integrated Child Development Services (ICDS) under District Social Welfare Department, Churachandpur organized a Jan Andolan campaign for COVID-19 appropriate behavior at Chaikonpang Village Community Hall today. Speaking at the event, SDO Churachandpur, Ginmuan Ngaite MCS said that various developmental works under MGNREGA should be done by avoiding COVID-19 SOPs. Staff of ICDS department stressed on COVID-19 preventive measures and SOPs at the event. ICDS officials, ASHA and Angawadi workers, Chief of Chaikonpang Village, village authority members and locals that took part in the event. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We'll be back with the details after the break. Keep watching Impact News.
I30 Learning Center and affordable fee structure physical classes amadi online live class tawduna IIT JEE Advanced NEET amasung atay board exams in line ngamhali class 8 to 10 ge science subject ki foundation classes commerce ki CA foundation course phongiragani November tha asida underprivileged family tiki meritorious student manga khungatuna free the JEE Advanced khudong chabaga loinana all India merit scholarship exam khahangani enroll tawkhaba mahairoi shingi pungani gi oiba free online test holiday khuding ki tawgani enroll gidamak I30 Imphal da contact of you.
Welcome back. You're watching the Saturday Primetime English Bulletin on Impact News. India's COVID-19 tally has crossed 90.50 lakhs with 46,232 new cases reported in the last 24 hours, while 49,715 COVID patients have recovered in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 84,78,124. Country's recovery rate stands at 93.67%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, death toll has reached 1,32,726 and active COVID-19 cases have come down to 4,39,747. Maharashtra is on the top with above 79,000 active cases, followed by Kerala and above 67,000 active cases of COVID-19. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 5 crore 80 lakh 49,000 people. above 1,380,000 people have died and recoveries are above 4,240,000. USA is on the top with more than 46,98,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil. While China, from where the pandemic started, is at the 67th position with just 308 active cases of COVID-19. Members of Coalition Against Drugs and Alcohol, KADA, along with the Ningol Club and Icham Kuno Apunba Mairapaibi, organized an awareness program on COVID-19 at Icham Kuno Awang Laikai in Thoubal district today. Non-governmental organization NGO named Ya-Ol, along with a Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights MCP-CR, launched helpline numbers for psycho-social support and counseling for children during COVID-19. The event was held at Ya-Ol office in Sagolban Tera Sapam Leirak. MCP-CR chairperson PH Mani Babu was present at the event. Manipur People's Democratic Alliance expresses concern that passenger vehicles are hiking fare price and faring a crowd by flouting social distancing norms. Press release from MPA urges authorities concerned to look into the matter. Vaccination against foot and mouth disease, in short FMD, hemorrhagic centimia and black quarter for domesticated animals under State Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Department was held in 12 various areas of Thoubal and Kaching districts today. The vaccination drive was held under the supervision of Thoubal District Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Department Joint Director Dr. R.K. Khogendrajit. Blood samples of the animals before and after vaccination were taken to check the effectiveness of the vaccine. Speaking at the program jointly organized by local NGOs, clubs and members of Panchayati Raj Institution, Dr. R.K. Khogendrajit said that the vaccination program aims to eliminate FMD and brucellosis from the country by 2025 and appealed for public support. More ICP bypass eviction victims held a peace rally today. ICP Bypass Road Structure and Lane Committee and Indo-Myanmar Asian Highway 1 Affected Committee jointly carried out the peace rally. The rally started from M. Chano village near More College and concluded at More ICP main gate. Protesters held placards which read, "We want a fair compensation as per ADP estimate. We condemned improper touch of women's body. We want food and safe house." Thongju Kendra Tengbang Lob condemns the live attempt on Joint Secretary of the Association O Lalen by unknown miscreants last night. Press release from the association urges authorities concerned to book the culprits involved in the incident at the earliest. Research Forum Manipur Reformed held its 14th Foundation Day celebrations today. Reformed President Dr. Mangsatabam Lokendra, former Reformed Presidents Dr. Ningthaujam Birchandra and Mutua Bahadur were among those present in the event. Puya Nairaroy Chanam Hemchandra gave resourceful insights on Puya at the event held at Reform Shanglen in New Chekon.
SOP fazana nga akanda kanaba mi khara kha tilakanda wafam khara akoi khana jabani maruina koina ngasi gi thorom ji khanari ji puya karino puya ji kari gi namukta koina naina gaduino habi matanga puya ji koi naina jabani maram de kai gi no ngasi gi mirolna puya habisida iramiba akoi gi ahlamana thamiram ba bakhalon fazaba amadi afaba tungi pumit puram jat pa maya ama yauri habase ngasi gi adugi Kano mayam thambang amna bagi bonazaba amoina ngasi gi thorong mailena buya naina jabani research forum na tawjeri ba thabak khatang thamjaba taragadi ko historical oiba ari ba kanglei lamdam masida ko mihauron dagi na hoji phobul leiriba mo gi history mayam se lairik oni ithokpa amadi khomjanba amadi journal oina phonguna mayam da phangan na bagi adugumba thobak thorong mayam do ko pangthok jabani.
New building of Abdullam Rehabilitation Center at H. Mulnom village in Technopole district was inaugurated today. A Thanksgiving service was also held on the occasion. ADC Chandal Chairman Chinnaiva Haukep, Commandant of 43 Assam Rifle, Colonel Sumit Sood and villagers attended the event. The United Jaw Organization UJO General Headquarters today felicitated a newly elected MLA of a 60 Singhat Assembly constituency, Ginswan Hao, ADCC Chairman Kaipo Haukip and ADCC Executive Member Pumtul Thang. The event was held at KM office, Mishing Wang, Churachandpur. President of UJO, Hangkapao, presented traditional shawls and mementos to them. Speaking at the event, MLA Jinswan Hao assured to make all of efforts to develop Singhat Assembly constituency. Leaders of various civil society organizations and locals took part in the event. Members of Saungbong Sangeet Samaj have condoled the untimely demise of former Vice President of Saungbong Sangeet Samaj, Yenkom Ibohal, who passed away on November 13th. A condolence meet was held at Sangeet Samaj office today. Attendees paid floral tributes to the portrait of Yenkom Ibohal and observed a 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to his departed soul. Laimarol, Khorjaikol, Laikol, Imphal and Kwakaithel Moirangpurel organized a storytelling session to mark the centenary birth anniversary of late author Takhilambam Thoibi today. The event, chaired by Professor Chongtham Jamini, was held at Laikol President Kethrimim Subhadani's residence. Laikol members H. Renubala, Dr. Maya Nepram, Bimamati Thiam, Dr. K. Ranjana, Chandrakala Thogdem and many renowned authors of the state took part in the event. Attendees paid floral tributes to the portrait of Takhilambam Thoibi. Ignite Club in Uripok and AIESEC Vishakhapatnam Aways NGO kicked off a 3-day online skill development workshop for the students of the state today. Many renowned experts will take part in the workshop. Speaking on the sidelines, Ignite Club Managing Director NG Chinglemba assured of similar workshops in the future.
COVID season amaram oidana kuina lockdown lairaba sida chhatra sing sida ahongba change ama lakpa sida moigi lifestyle sida depression anxiety hanagi life to disrupt torpadagi changes ma'am se uba sida Ignite Club na at least sigi season matam sida akuin ahongba ama puzarake haibagi objective asida kanu tokjabani akoi program asi koi students sing su global opportunities lawba tamnaba amasung lawba ngamnaba sinjarakpa platform ni Manipur gi chhatra mapan da chatpa ngamdaba paisa laitadana ngamgidaba amasung opportunity global opportunities participate global platform.
Now the sports news. 11 Manipuri footballers of All Manipur Football Association AMFA will participate in the Indian Senior Women's National Coaching Camp. They are E. Panthoy and M. Linthoinganbi as goalkeepers, A. Roja, N.G. Sweetie, S. Ranjana, W. Linthoinganbi and Y. Pakpi as defenders. N. Ratanmala and Kashmina as midfielders and Dangmai Grace and H. Daya as strikers. The camp will be held under the aegis of All India Football Federation AIFF in Goa from December 1st till January 15th next year. Selected players from the camp will participate in the upcoming Asian Women's Football Championship on the Asian Football Confederation in 2022. Participating players of the camp will be given accommodation at Season Hotel and Spa in Margao. Practice sessions will be held at SAG ground. Members of Manipur Kang Association condole the untimely demise of the first General Secretary of the association, L. Phunil from Sagolban Maino Lerak, who passed away on November 16. The Ekrojite laid Phunil for his immense roles in inspiring many Kang players of the state and promoting the sport. They observed 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to his departed soul and shared the griefs of his bereaved family members. All arrangements are in place for the semi-final matches of the ongoing 51st NITO ATP tennis tournament. It is this year's last ATP Tour tournament played at the indoor hardcourt of O2 Arena in London. In the men's single round robin matches, world number 1 Serbia's Novak Djokovic has defeated world number 5 Alexander Zverev of Germany by 6-3, 7-6, 7-4, and world number 4 Russia's Daniil Medvedev has defeated world number 8 Diego Schwartzman of Argentina by 6-3, 6-3. Altogether, 8 players divided into 2 groups are competing in the round-robin matches, out of which only 4 players will compete in the semi-finals. Dominic Thiem will face Novak Djokovic, while Daniil Medvedev will play against Rafael Nadal in their respective semi-final matches tonight. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Former independent candidate of Singjamai Assembly constituency, Gurumayum Molecule, absconding after reportedly killing his nephew. Primary Health Center of Wilram Center in Technopole district remains non-functional, depriving health benefits to many villages. All Manipur Music Association asked why diploma certificates of Jain Manipur Dance Academy and Government Dance College are treated differently for admission and recruitment. Manipur reports 270 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 1 death case in the last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 233. And India's COVID-19 tally crosses 90.50 lakhs with over 46,000 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 93%. That's all we have for today. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. For more news updates, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, good night.